Winning comfortably wouldn't have been Wellington's style. No, after 17 years without a provincial rugby title, it was almost appropriate that they made everyone sweat. But, finally, after 100 minutes of rugby, the Lions were able to see Bay of Plenty off 59-45 and secure safe passage to next year's National Provincial Premiership. They made it unbelievably hard on themselves, and the Steamers deserve great credit for making Friday's championship final at Westpac Stadium such a wonderful and breathless occasion. But, in the end, Wellington were able to get themselves back to provincial rugby's top table after 3 years in self-imposed exile. Not without one or two scares, though. The first spell wasn't dissimilar to Wellington's semi-final against Northland, with the visitors going 2 tries up early doors. Halfback Luke Campbell and then wing Joe Weber, in brilliant fashion, gave the Bay an early 14-5 lead. Wellington's response had come through second 5/8 Thomas Umaga Jensen. The Steamers were opting to kick a lot. Wellington sometimes returned serve, and not always well, but began to look better the more they ran the ball back. Lock Sam Lousy won a terrific ruck turnover, then ran in for Wellington's second try, before prop Talufa Hamokia finished off a break made by flanker Mtiki Kafatalu. The Lions were still doing some sloppy stuff, but there were still enough good moments thrown in to enable them to go to halftime 20-14 up. Against Northland it had been 16-14 at the break, then 49-21 come full time. But given Wellington's checkered playoff history, a win by any margin was going to suit on this occasion. Lions captain Brad Shields had a busy first half and was in the action from the restart, charging a Mike Delaney kickdown and scoring to put the hosts 25-14 up. Jackson Garden backup might not have been kicking the house down, but the rest of Wellington's play was becoming increasingly impressive. The Steamers needed to turn the tide, and Garden backup did that for them, throwing a flat ball on his 22 that number 8 Tyler Aaron gobbled up and ran in under the bar. Delaney's conversion made it 28-21 with 30 minutes to play, and a game that appeared to be going in favor of one team was suddenly back in the balance. And then some, once Weber scored an even more outstanding try than his first. Delaney did his bit again and it was 28-28. Few teams fall at the final hurdle better than Wellington, but surely they couldn't do so again? They certainly needed to be next to score, and Fahamokia obliged, scooting over from a line-out drive to give them a 33-28 lead with 21 to go. That lead lasted 3 minutes, before replacement Jesse Parrott barged over to lock the scores up again. For once, Delaney's boot was astray. It was Lions prop Alex Fado who finally broke the deadlock, diving in to score in the 74th minute. This time Garden backup converted. But was the game done? Don't bet on it, as Delaney converted a Terence Heptima try to make it 40-40 with a minute to play. Even then, the drama wasn't over. Replacement Steamers prop James Lay was penalized 41 meters out from his team's line, and up stepped Garden backup. His kick sailed wide and off we went for 20 minutes of extra time. Wellington were first to strike, as Wescuson finished off a lengthy movement. Then replacement hooker Sitivini Payongo pounced on a Garden backup cross kick and the Lions were suddenly 52-40 up. Staying up had been their issue, but this was certainly a handy advantage as the team turned for the second 10 minutes of extra time. It was more than enough once Julian Savia barged over for a converted try that capped off the Lions' successful promotion campaign. Wellington 59, Talufa Hamokia 2, Thomas Umaga Jensen, Sam Lousy, Brad Shields, Alex Fado, Wescuson, Sitivini Payongo, Julian Savia tries, Jackson Garden backup 2 pin, 4 con, Bay of Plenty 45, Joe Weber 2, Luke Campbell, Tyler Ardron, Jesse Parrott, Terence Heptima, Mitchell Karpik tries, Mike Delaney 5 con. Height, 2014.